Hello friends. Welcome back to our channel. Recently, Union Minister of Power Shri R.K. Singh has stressed that India is working to increase pumped hydro storage capacity in the country to support renewable capacity. In the past also, the minister had said that the government will soon roll out a pumped hydro storage policy soon. In this video, we discuss pumped hydro storage, need for such projects, its status in India and challenges faced in the country for its development. So, to begin with, we will talk about the basics of pumped hydro storage plants. Pumped hydro storage stores electrical energy as the potential energy of water. Generally, this involves pumping water into a large reservoir at a high elevation at a time of off-peak demand in the grid, and then at a time of peak demand or when power is required, the water is used to generate electricity. Here, usually the same electrical machine is used as a motor and generator. Now we will talk about some of its characteristics. First, some of positive things. Pumped hydro storage has round-trip efficiency in the range of 70 to 80%, which is better than that of compressed air energy storage and hydrogen. They have the ability to store energy for longer duration, even going to months. Also, they have low operating cost and quick start and black start capability, which are very helpful for grid operation. All these services can be provided by them with no emissions, which helps to attain sustainability in the power sector. However, along with them, there are some roadblocks for them as well, which include high capital investment, long gestation period, which is usually 5 to 15 years, and they require large space for both reservoirs. Having understood this, let us understand why pumped hydro storage plants are required. They provide adequate peaking reserves, and hence reduces the need to run some conventional plants for such peak demand for short duration. As they provide voltage regulation and frequency regulation, they support reliable grid operation and integration of variable renewable energy sources. They balance the grid for demand-driven fluctuations and balance generation-driven fluctuations. Because of quick start and black start capability, they improve flexibility in the power grid apart from working as a source for energy storage. They provide ramping requirements in the power grid, which comes into prominence with increasing renewable penetration in the grid. Moving forward, we will see the status of pumped hydro storage in India. The potential of pumped hydro storage is estimated to be 96.5 gigawatt for 63 sites. Out of this, as on 31st August 2021, just 4,745 megawatt has been installed in the country. Apart from this, 1,580 megawatt capacity is under various stages of construction. Now let us see the status of pumped hydro under various stages. 1,000 megawatt capacity is under stage of DPR concurred by CEA. 1,200 megawatt under DPR under examination in CEA. 10,170 megawatt capacity of schemes under survey and investigation. 7,400 megawatt schemes under pre-feasibility report preparation. Having seen the present status, we need to understand the challenges such projects will face for their development in the country. This has its significance because CEA has estimated 10 gigawatt installed capacity of pumped hydro storage by the year 2029 to 2030. 1. They have long gestation period. 2. High cost overruns is incurred during their construction. 3. In terms of economics of operation, often their tariff and costs are compared with other generation projects. Apart from this, there are presently no norms to determine cost remuneration for balancing and other storage associated services. Such projects are usually located in difficult geographical locations, which cause problems in construction and operation. CEA had done potential assessment in 1987. However, there are many changes in environment laws and technology, which calls for reassessment of the potential. Added to all this, there is also an issue of migration of people living in those areas, hence calling for their rehabilitation and resettlement and leading to a lot of protest and delays. Apart from this, there are issues with even the installed capacity. In the last 1 year, the capacity working under pumping mode is just 3,305 megawatt, leaving out more than 1,400 megawatt capacity not running in pumping mode. This clearly indicates that there are some issues with current projects in terms of their technical design and interstate coordination. Having said issues and challenges, we need to understand how they can be addressed in India. The pumped storage capacity was assessed by CEA in 1987. Since then there have been many changes in environment laws and technology, which calls for reassessment of the potential. Hence, there is an urgent need to reassess the potential. While doing this, one should keep in mind two things. 1. Assess pumped hydro storage potential near to solar and wind-rich potential areas to improve grid reliability. 2. Assess the ways to upgrade existing large, small hydro projects to pumped storage projects. Suitable policy may be framed for encouraging and exploiting pumped storage potential of the country. In view of infusion of high renewable energy sources, pumped storage development has to be treated as a separate category. Separate policy instrument is required to incentivize such projects. Pumped storage plants are expected to play a crucial role in meeting the balancing and ramping requirements of the grid. Hence, regulators need to design necessary tariffs for pumped hydro considering the grid services they can provide. For the sake of grid stabilization, effective control of operation of these plants by load dispatch centers needs to be evolved in consultation with states, developers, and regulators. Comprehensive rehabilitation and resettlement policy for hydro projects has to be evolved over the time for their better development. Adopt technological advancement. These include adjustable speed pumped turbines, which can quickly shift from motor to generator to synchronous condenser modes for easier and more flexible operation of the grid, and concept of off-river PSP, which is gaining popularity due to huge benefits arising out of its less capital cost operations. Hope you got a better understanding on pumped hydro storage. Comment below to share your views on how to promote their development in India. Also, comment below and tell us the topic on which you want to see videos from us. Like and share the video. Also, subscribe to the channel to see more such videos in future.